very good setup episode with Attack on Titan episode 16. This episode did a couple different things. It moved things forward to the point where next episode we're going to be getting into another battle with the Titans pretty much. It pretty much gave a bit more character development, and it also reunited some characters. So I want to start off by talking about John's character development. I feel as though this episode was definitely a defining moment in showing how much he changed, where back then he didn't really give a shit. It was all about him and screw everything else, and now we've seen the change to the point where he's willing to rely on Eren. He doesn't want to do it blindly, but he's willing to put his life in Eren's hands, knowing that Eren is the only pretty much option they have at this point to help them defeat the Titans and basically bring humanity to a victory finally. So I feel as though it definitely provided good character development for him once again, and overall just seeing the change in that guy from being a selfish bastard to now he's not that bad of a guy. Yeah, he's still John at the end of the day. He's still gonna be a little prick here and there in a more comedic way, but he's become more mature, I feel as though, throughout everything that he's been through. We also got to see the reuniting between Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. Pretty cool because, you know, they've been separated for a while now, and I just love to see Mikasa's pretty much, she has this thing where it's like, this loving that she has for him, and immediately it's like, what did they do to you? Did they harm you? Did they psychologically torture you? I'm gonna get the little one. It's like, I love Mikasa. Every time I see something along those lines, it's like, badass female that is down for you regardless of what, and does nothing but care and concern for you. So you gotta love the, you know, those Mikasa x Eren moments. I don't care what anyone says. Mikasa for the freaking win. This episode, it showed humanity as well, because putting it in a more real world aspect, me personally, and I know a lot of you out there as well, it would be such an emotional roller coaster deciding what they all had to decide in the training camp, whether they should go to the Survey Corps or not. And I think that they did a very smart move with putting in these OSTs with the actual vocals and everything. I think more anime should make that approach, because it's simple. Like when you're looking at an AMV and you hear the actual songs and you see the footage, it gives you such an impact, an emotional impact. And that's what Attack on Titan does as well when they're adding in these OSTs with the vocals, especially when John and the rest of them were wondering, like, you know, this is a defining moment. Should we do this? We've been wanting to do this. We feel like we should do this, but it's such a hard decision because you're pretty much putting 99% chance that you're going to die against these Titans. And putting that OST just only made the moments that much more impactful. And I love that moment. I think it was done very beautifully. The music, the silhouette, and you just see constant soldiers passing through John. Just got every particular person that was needed to be there. Connie, all of them ready to go on and move on and pretty much become what they need to be. You know, especially seeing Potato Girl, such a comedic character, even in that situation, and her being nerve-wracked about it. It was really a great moment. The whole Annie thing, it's like, you gotta look at it like in two different ways. With Annie pretty much turning down the Survey Corps, no, I'm going with the police, I want to survive. It's like, it's a selfish move, but can you blame her? Because Attack on Titan is more like what people would really do. It's a selfish move, but it's a safer bet to be going in with the people that are inside the gates and not going out to battle than to be going out on the battlefield day after day. So it's a dick move, but I can't blame her because, again, Attack on Titan is more realism in the way characters would do things, people would do things in general. So it's like 50-50. I felt as though that was a very big moment where it was like, out of all the people that they've been together from the beginning, training and everything, she was one of the people that said, it's my time to go. I'm going inside. I want to be safe. Could it backfire on her? Yeah. Could it be a better move? Will people die? More than likely. I don't think Potato Girl, Connie, and all of them are going to come out of this in one piece. So it really just depends on the way you look at it. Me personally, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I can tell you right now that I would have gone out there. I would have been the #1 soldier. I would have done everything in my power. But, you know, for all you know, I could have been just same thing as Annie and walk inside there and say, no, I'm not. So it's really, you can't really judge the situation for the fact of the matter is you're not in those shoes. Probably never will be in those shoes with giants attacking and you deciding whether you want to go on the battlefield or not. But it's really just, what do you guys think, honestly? If you were in that position, do you think you would have done what Annie did? Or you would have been like Armin, Mikasa, and the rest of them and just be like, you only live once. Very good setup episode, 8 out of 10. For a setup, it did what it needed to do. It pushed things forward, gave a little bit of character development. And overall, it's getting you ready for what's to come, because now we're back to the battle soon, and it's going to be, you know, epic fighting time against these Titans and trying to survive. And quickly, I want to talk about the whole basement thing. It really bothers me in certain ways how there's a lot of importance on the basement, because if there was such a thing in that basement that was such maybe a cure or just a way to defeat the Titans, then what was it the reason why Aaron's father didn't bring this information, this thing that he had in the basement, to the government or to the soldiers or to the people? Could it be that he ran out of time? Could it be that he didn't trust anyone? What was the reason why he didn't bring this information to begin with, if it was that pivotal and that big of an information that could possibly stop the Titans? That makes you think right there as well. So a lot of interesting things to think about. Again, 8 out of 10, very good setup episode. I recommend anybody that wants to get hyped for next week, watch the next episode preview. It looks absolutely amazing, and I know next week we'll probably get anywhere from a 9 to a 10 out of 10 because it's looking very promising, people. I will say that. Go watch the next episode preview if you can, because it's going to be flawless. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up, because now we're going into another battle with the Titans again, and it's going to be even more crazy, more epic. Animation this episode, once again, looking flawless. I never really need to commentate because it's rare that there's a slip-up in Attack on Titan, so animation for the win with Attack on Titan. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.